What's up, guys? It's another Music Gear Monday. Last week we were on Ableton Tip. We did a quick getting started in Ableton. We were on the road. I wanted to continue talking more about Ableton, but I'm actually waiting on a cable. Until that cable gets here, we're going to actually switch gears today, and we're going to talk about 5 crucial pieces of gear that you need to start a home recording studio. So the first thing you're going to need to start your home recording studio in 2023 is a computer, either a laptop or a desktop. You're going to need a computer to work on your music. A lot of stuff is being recorded in DAWs, which is digital audio workstations now. That is done on computers nowadays. You don't need the fastest computer, but if you can afford to get a computer that is got a lot of processing power, got a lot of RAM, got a lot of storage space, you're going to be in a good place as you move forward in your recording and mixing career, your creative career. 2 major worlds that most people live in, PC and Mac, and it all depends on your lifestyle and what you're into. Obviously, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, you have an iPhone, an Apple Watch, an iPad, or anything like that, you probably want to go to Mac because everything's going to sync and work together. If you are an Android user, if you are somebody that is like a gamer and you want something with a lot of power, if you do things like Animate and Real Engine and things like that, that's something you want to think about and take to consideration when getting a computer. Just think the more power you have in the computer, the more things you're able to do, so keep that in mind as well. And I know most people are on budgets. You kind of got to find a balance between your budget and the power that you can get in a computer. Number 2, the second thing I would say that is really important for your home recording studio is an audio interface. But what an audio interface does is connect your music instruments or your microphones to your computer and allow you to record your voice or a guitar or a violin or whatever into your computer as an audio source. So it takes that audio source, converts it into your DAW, and allows you to record. It also allows you to monitor or listen back to your recording. So you're able to connect headphones to that audio interface. You're able to connect speakers to that audio interface and be able to hear what you've recorded. So that's what an audio interface does, and that's a crucial piece of gear for a home or mobile recording studio. The third piece of gear that I would say is pretty essential is going to be, for me, it's a MIDI controller. If you're somebody that wants to make beats, make music, you don't necessarily need a MIDI controller, but it's always great to have a MIDI controller because that's something that you're going to use to control your software, whether you're using some of the faders or the knobs to control volume levels or to control plugins. If you're using a software instrument, you're going to need that MIDI controller to control that software instrument. So this is an important piece of gear. Having that allows you to get creative and make things and control your software. I'd say a MIDI controller is a pretty important piece of gear, and there's a ton of them out there. I've done a ton of videos on MIDI controllers. I'll link some in the description below. The fourth thing that I say is very important for a recording studio is a microphone. So if you are a singer or a rapper, if you're spoken word, if you want to record your voice for podcasts, a microphone is going to be crucial for you to have. There's a ton of different options for microphones. It really depends on what you're recording. I did a video on microphones. I'll put that in the description below as well. But yes, a microphone is going to be crucial for capturing audio in the recording studio. And the fifth thing I would say, lastly, monitors. So a good set of speaker monitors is pretty crucial for a recording studio. If you have a home recording studio, you may live in an apartment somewhere where you can't be super loud. They do sell smaller monitors that you can buy so you can at least reference. So it really depends on the size of your studio build, what you're looking for as far as references goes. I know everybody wants to be super loud and have big monitors, but sometimes your room might not be, equipped for giant monitors. But monitors are crucial for you to be able to hear, what you're mixing, what you're recording. And if you can't afford monitors, a good set of headphones may do just as well. If you live in an apartment and you can't really bump your speakers like that, you could look for a really good set of headphones. I did a video on headphones. I'll put that in the description below. But yes, monitors, that is another crucial part of a recording studio. So those are my 5 pieces of gear for a recording studio. We start with the computer, then we start with an audio interface, and then we go to our MIDI controller. We have a microphone, and then we have studio monitors. Those 5 things I feel like are probably some of the most important things to start out with for your recording studio setup. And then from there you could build on. You can buy a studio console, you could buy a desk, you could buy a studio card and start adding compressors and start adding reverb effects and all sorts of outboard gear. Just having a set foundation of the gear that you need and start using it and seeing how the room feels and sound is always a great starting point. So those are my 5 things. What are your things that you feel like are crucial for a recording studio? Put it in the comments below. We'll keep the conversation rolling. I'll be back next week with some more Ableton tips, and then we'll also be looking at some of the new Pioneer gear that just came out. So stay tuned. That's going to be it for today's Music Gear Monday. We'll catch you guys here next week. Peace. Shout out to our sponsors today, Crate Connect Digital Record Pool, providing tons of new music, new releases, hundreds of different genres and chart-topping hits, everything and anything, instrumentals, acapellas, Latin, moombahton, techno, dance hall, even country music. So if you're a DJ and you want to spruce up your music library, this is a great tool to utilize. The price is just right with different options from 30 days, 90 days, and 180 days with high resolution audio. This is a great option for anybody wanting to expand their DJ library. They even have a clothing shop. This one's my favorite. Make sure to hop on over, check out Crate Connect. I will be putting a link in the description below, which will include a discounted price. So make sure to hop on that while it lasts.